Total Pro Sports presents the 9 greatest athletes to wear the number 23. Remember when LeBron reclaimed his number? Well, it got us to thinking, who are the best players in any sport to ever wear that number? So we did a little research and this list was born. Take a look. I bet you'll be shocked when you see who takes the top spot. Number 9. Bob Nystrom. Bob Nystrom only scored 235 goals in his NHL career, and never more than 30 in any one season. However, the Islanders had Mike Bossy to score goals. Nystrom provided the grit and the work ethic. That's why they named an award for leadership, dedication, and hustle after him. And that's why Islanders fans call him Mr. Islander. Of course, Nystrom wasn't a pure goal scorer. Mr. Islander did score the most famous goal in Islanders history, the overtime goal in Game 6 in the 1980 Stanley Cup Finals that won the first of the Islanders' 4 straight championships. Number 8. Brian Bellows. Not to be confused with Brian Fellow. Brian Bellows was a hockey player in the 80s, and a very good one too. He made his NHL debut with the Minnesota North Stars at the age of 18 in 1982 and scored 35 goals as a teenage rookie. In his second year at the age of 19, he scored 41, then 26, 31, 26, 40, and 23 before scoring a career-high 55 goals in 1989 through 1990. In 1992, he was traded from Minnesota to Montreal, which really angered him, until he hoisted the Stanley Cup over his head in 1993. In total, Bellows recorded 485 goals and 537 assists in 1,188 NHL games. If not for the fact that pretty much everyone scored 25 goals per season in the mid-80s, he'd probably be in the Hockey Hall of Fame. Number 7. Don Mattingly. Speaking of really good players who are not in their respective sports Hall of Fames, how about number 23 for the New York Yankees, Don Mattingly? Mattingly? The former Yankees first baseman made 6 straight All-Star games from 1984 through 1989, won 9 Gold Gloves, and an MVP award in 1985 when he hit .324, .371, .567, with 35 homers, 48 doubles, and 145 runs battled in. Oh, and his career line is an excellent .307, .358, .471. But Mattingly's defensive prowess was probably overrated. When voting for Golden Gloves, baseball managers have a tendency to vote for guys who hit well too, and that's probably why he's not in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Still though, he's a really good number 23. Number 6. Bob Gainey. Being a brilliant defensive player doesn't get you as much fame as scoring a ton of goals, but it can still get you in the Hall of Fame. Just ask number 23 from the Montreal Canadiens, Bob Le Capitaine Gainey. The guy never scored more than 23 goals in his career, but he won the Selke Trophy as the best defensive forward in hockey 4 years in a row from 1978 through 1981. Of course, then there are 5 Stanley Cups and the Conn Smythe Playoff MVP Award in 1979. That helped his case for the Hall quite a bit. In any case, as of 2008, ain't nobody gonna wear number 23 for the Canadiens ever again. Gainey's name now hangs from the rafter alongside Jacques Plante, Maurice Richard, Ken Dryden, and 18 other Montreal greats. What can I say? When you win the cup 24 times, you start to run out of numbers. Number 5. Calvin Murphy, NBA. At just 5'9" tall, Houston Rockets great Calvin Murphy is officially the shortest member of the Basketball Hall of Fame. He never led the league in scoring, assists, or steals, and he only made 1 All-Star Game appearance. However, Murphy averaged 17.9 points per game in his 13-year NBA career, maxing out at 25.6 in 1977 through 1978. And that was good enough to get him right into the Hall of Fame and get his number 23 retired by the Houston Rockets. Oh, and if you find yourself asking, wasn't Calvin Murphy famous for something else too? Well, yes, he was. Number 4. Ryne Sandberg. Hall of Fame second baseman Ryne Sandberg was damn good. He made 10 straight All-Star games from 1984 through 1993 and won 9 Gold Gloves, 7 Silver Sluggers, a Home Run Derby in 1990, and the MVP in 1984, which wasn't even his best season. His best season was probably 1990, when he hit .306, .354, .559, with 40 homers and 30 doubles. Of course, after spending his first 13 games in the bigs with the Phillies, Ryno spent the last 2,151 games of his career with the Cubbies. So, no, he never won a World Series. Number 3. David Beckham. David Beckham wore number 7 at the pinnacle of his career with Manchester United. But after that, with Real Madrid and the LA Galaxy, he wore number 23 and number 32 with AC Milan and PSG, as a tribute to some famous basketball player or something. Is Becks the greatest player of his generation? No. Does the excessive fame he now enjoys stem more from his persona and good looks than his playing ability? Yes. But keep in mind, he was still a very good soccer player who won 8 league titles in Europe and a Champions League title, plus a host of their other trophies. So he was, in fact, very good. Number 2. LeBron James. LeBron is on another level relative to the other athletes we've already seen in this list. They were all good, but none of them could claim to be the best player of their generations. LeBron most definitely is. He's on another level, a level with 2 NBA championships, 2 finals MVPs, 4 league MVPs, 5 NBA All-Defensive First Team honors, and scoring titles. Of course, at this point, I guess you know who's the number 23 of all time, if you didn't already. Number 1, Michael Jordan. I know in the introduction I said you'd be shocked to see who takes the number 1 spot, but I was being facetious. Sorry if you were expecting some big surprise. How could it not be Jordan? He is number 23. So much so that when LeBron said he was going back to number 23, reporters contacted Jordan and asked him if it was okay, like he owns the number or something. Now, obviously, I don't need to cite any stats for this one, but I will anyway. Here we go. 6-time NBA champ, 6-time Finals MVP, 5-time League MVP, 9-time NBA All-Defensive First Team, and 10-time NBA scoring champion. Still the greatest ever. And that's it for the 9 greatest athletes to wear the number 23. But wait, we are not done with you yet. In the comments below, we want to know, what's your favorite athlete number? And for more cool videos, don't forget to subscribe to Total Pro Sports by clicking subscribe.